Well, the Germans are known for accuracy, speed, control, driving pleasure, all that. But then there is a German car that's been known for all this and value as well. Well, I'm talking about the Volkswagen Passat, and it's new this year. Well, not entirely, but then there are some significant changes, and let's see what they are. To begin with, the face of the new Passat. Well, the grille is now extended from in an end-to-end smile, and the LED headlamps also have been redesigned. Now, the bonnet and the sides of the car have been redesigned with more prominent, more powerful lines. Look at those. And the one here. Pretty good. The good news is that the LED headlamps have been made standard across the range, but hey, the fog lamps have disappeared. And in the rear, apart from the lights, Volkswagen has chosen to spell its model name right here below the logo. So it's kind of, spaced out, just like in the Touareg and the Terramont. Another major change is in the alloy wheels. Now this is the top trim level, so this one gets 18-inch alloy wheels. The mid-level gets 17 and the base gets 16. So in each level there has been an inch of upgrade that has happened. So that brings us to the trim levels. There are 3, unlike the earlier version. So now it's named Trendline, Comfort Line and Highline. Inside the Passat cabin as well, some things are new, most things are the same, thankfully. The first thing that captures your attention naturally is the console. The physical buttons have been taken away, that's the major change. And this is the display area. So here, let it come along. Yeah, now these are glass touch screens. Yes, so look at that. So you have an 8-inch plus sized screen, but then the display area is probably around, is just about 6.5 inches. But that's good enough. You have this little window where you watch the navigation as well. Now that brings us down to the rest of the console, pretty much the same. So you have just enough storage. You can store your mobile phone here, but there's no wireless charger. Passat is premium, but then it's reserved the wireless chargers for its premium cousin, I guess. And you have cup holders, a little bit of a coin box sort of a thing, and armrest storage, a comfortable armrest and a big enough armrest storage. Now, probably I was wrong. This might not be the first thing that captures your attention. Design-wise, the first thing that captures your attention are these vents, the AC vents. Now look at that end-to-end AC vents. Now, of course, this part of it is fake, and these are the actual vents. It's pretty much the same way the grille look, the seamless grille in front. It's a reflection of the same inside the cabin. And just below that, they've brought in some wood veneer kind of trims, which looks good. But now, because it's a Passat, you expect original wood veneer. But these days, a lot of brands are coming up with faux wood look. We don't need that. Well, talking about original wood and leather, these seats are sport leather seats and they really look good, especially in the new brown leather. I even have an 8-way adjustment for my driver seats. Oh, by the way, the little driver information screen here is now in color, but what's to watch in color is the question. Well, I kind of miss the Fender music system that used to be a part of the top trim, but this one is not bad at all. If you ask me what are the major changes in the new Passat cabin, 1, the dual zone climate control. So the front passengers and the rear ones can set their own temperatures, and the rear view camera and the PDC, the parking distance control, that's been made standard across the range. That's great. There's something about this cabin that's not very contemporary, and I'm saying it in a good way actually. So it's not just this the small digital screen, and it's not just this the old style handbrake. I mean, instead of those finger brakes, electronic brakes. Or it's not just the wood veneer styling, but there is something which is a little bit more conventional about the Passat cabin, and I would say that's one of Passat's strengths. Actually, traditionally it's offered space, comfort and practicality all the way. All said and done, if you ask the family person what the most important feature about this cabin, the Passat cabin, is, well, it could be nothing but space. Look at the way I'm sitting. Well, I could almost recline here, but I mean, of course, these are not reclining seats, but look at the space around me. There's even a little sunroof out there. And still talking about space, the boot space is 586 litres. Passat definitely has one of the largest cabins and boots in the entire category. The familiar American-made engine is the same for 2020. 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine with an output of 170 horsepower. The high-revving, naturally aspirated engine keeps the power streaming smooth, and it even sounds nice. Even though power-wise most cars in the segment is now ahead of the Passat, this engine with its 6-speed transmission is in line, no pun intended, with a taste more appreciative of life's finer things. The bonus is fuel economy. I got over 13 kilometers per litre. The new Passat has a steady, follow-the-master sort of handling, but that doesn't carry through in the steering, which I say is too smooth for the car's affinity for the good old days. The braking works just fine, but it begins light and rolls to a hard stop. Well, habit, the great remedy, must help you catch the sweet spot soon enough. So that's what's new about the Passat for 2020 in the Middle East. Well, there are changes, but I guess the greatest change is that the changes are much more inclusive. They don't stop with the top trim, they include the mid-levels as well. For example, the sunroof is now available in the mid-level as well. Like the dual zone air conditioning is present in the comfort line and the high line. So it's much more inclusive. In fact, there is a character about Passat itself which is showing up here. While most brands try their best to include the millennials and the younger ones into their fold, what Passat has done is, with all these changes and while retaining every important bit from its past, it's actually asking everyone to grow up.